must be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Up next, it's our main event between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Couldn't ask for more perfect weather here today. And we're off from Acrisure. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10.
No. Get 300. Get 300.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Inside.
Again, this is Gainwell. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up third and 7.
Jump out!
They stick with Gainwell. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Working quickly here.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
They're going for it. It's Rogers. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Cut Mike, here we go. Viking 18, 18 Cardinal, 18 Panther 11, Panther 11. Let go.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Sanders setting to pass. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So second down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for third down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Ready? Warriors, Panther 60, Panther 60. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Sanders now on third down. That one's cut by Tillman. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They'll come up on first and 10.
Ready? Hey, smash. Hey, check. Reload. Bronco switch. Alert. No. Alert.
Handoff headed left. It's Judkins. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. '60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back now, pressure coming. Makes the catch. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to one to work with now.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal.
Check smash. Check smash. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready,
Judkins does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple yards.
You know, we love to talk about corners. Those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
To the air, Sanders has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Ready.
2 yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's third and goal.
Ready. 19 Lions. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Malachi Corley, the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start, I mean great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and they found the end zone as a result.
This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Steelers, nothing.
Here is Schmidt to send this away. On the return, here's Gainwell. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Green 18. Stay right.
Now Rodgers. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Over. 250.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. The Browns on top early. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They've got a first to begin the frame.
15.
Rodgers to throw. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
58. Yeah, Liz.
Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He was brought down.
Offense to the line fast.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third.
Here's a give inside to Gainwell. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
58.
Going to the ground again on first. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Let's see what they went with. Third down.
58.
Here he goes, third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Now go for it. Rodgers rolling left, buying some time. And he's going to find this one deep down the near. That finds him deep down the sideline. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Pat Fryer mute the touchdown.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buzz. You still feel paralyzed above the track.
Now Rodgers going to get the Steelers set to go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he gets in. The 2-point try puts him in front by 1. 8-7. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well either.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, he chewed up yardage in the open space. Will make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Warren has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. All right, so this solid first half continues from Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Mike Tomlin, never afraid to go for two, has his offense out to do just that.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Over.
Rodgers trying to throw for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for two, but it doesn't work out.
Steelers 14, Browns 7. Boswell to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Carter on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat. 70 Rangers.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it deep downfield. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
And the Browns 1st down.
Cowboy 80. 70 Lions.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
18 Pioneer. 19 Lions. 7 Pirates.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Short pass brought in. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
60 Bison, 60 pump, 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Dragon 60.
They'll air it out on 3rd. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
1st down. 1st and 10.
To the air on 1st down, Sanders. Catch made left side by Judy. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
18 Rattler. 60 Maverick.
Sanders going to look to throw. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, has not met the standard they set for themselves.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
70 Rangers, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
To throw now is Sanders. That one's caught. Judy has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 19-yard
Offense
line.
getting set. Here's first and 10.
Go! Cougar 19. Warrior 70. 18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18. 19, Lion.
From the red zone now. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it'll be second down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
79 Broncos. Dragon 60. Tight, 19 tight. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Throwing again here, Sanders. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. Brings up third down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Red, Cup 19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19. Ready up.
Third and long for him here. And he's going to score a touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Malachi Corley the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns tie things up at 14. See if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Get it. Ready.
Here's Sanders now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Play action, Sanders. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Cooking, 7-5, Cowboy 80. 18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18.
Sanders setting to pass. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Come on, come on. Dragon 6, Viking 18. Mustang 19. 19 tight, 19 tight.
He's back to throw. That's caught beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready up!
1st down from the 42.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 79 Broncos. Let go.
Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Trap 60, Trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Go left side, and Tillman has it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down, Cleveland.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
60 by 6. Here we go, here we go. 70 ring, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warrior 70. 19 Lion. Ready.
From the gun, Judkins. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. The Steelers calling their 1st timeout. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Hawk 7, Bronco 80. Buffalo 18. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Completed over the middle. And he gets this very close to that 1st. It's going to be 3rd and short at the 35.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down.
Eagles. Viking 18. Dragon 60. Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
18 Cardinal, Mustang, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 79 Broncos.
Back to throw it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Cowboy 80. Street. Panther 11, Panther 11. Steady.
Run right side, Judkins. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And hopefully they don't come to regret using all 3 of theirs so early in the half.
Hold the ready.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Tag. Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready, right?
Now Sanders. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Go.
Sanders now on 3rd down. That one's caught by Tillman. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. All set now, 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Come on. Set. 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let go.
Toss play here, Judkins. Breaks the tackle. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.